This is the story of a stone giant standing on a lonely hill. A fortress built for power, yet steeped in betrayal and blood. Where murder stained the altar, bones filled the walls, and an ancient evil still prowls the halls. A place where shadows move without light, and the air itself remembers death. This is Leap Castle, and it still chills Ireland to this day. The story of Leap Castle begins in the 13th century when the O'Carroll clan, a powerful Gaelic tribe from the region, decided to erect a stronghold amidst the bogs and valleys of the River Brosna. The year was 1220, and Europe was in the throes of medieval warfare. Ireland was no exception, and the O'Carrolls, like many other clans, sought to fortify their position in an era where might made right. Thus began the construction of a massive stone keep that would become known as Leap Castle. Yet building a castle was not just about erecting strong walls. It was a statement, a challenge, and a warning. The O'Carrolls wanted to make sure their neighbors knew their strength. To achieve this, they chose a site that inspired both awe and trepidation. On a small island in the middle of the River Brosna, far from the prying eyes of potential enemies, but also shrouded in an almost mystical mist for much of the year. The location itself seemed to hum with an ancient energy, one that the O'Carrolls either embraced or were oblivious to. Either way, the foundation of Leap Castle was laid on a burial ground. The very soil where the fortress rose was soaked in death, setting the tone for the castle's future. As the castle neared completion, the O'Carroll clan must have felt a sense of accomplishment. They had created one of the largest and most formidable structures in the region. Its 4 round towers rising over 100 feet high would have been visible for miles around. Within its thick stone walls, the O'Carrolls could feel safe, secure in the knowledge that only the mightiest of battering rams could breach such strong defenses. However, as the centuries rolled on, they would learn that even the strongest walls could fall not to invading armies, but to the sins of their own blood. Throughout the following centuries, Leap Castle remained in the hands of the O'Carroll clan. But the clan wasn't monolithic. It fractured into different branches, each vying for power and prestige. Among these were 2 brothers, both bearing the name Murdo O'Carroll, but each aspiring to be the most powerful. The elder brother, a respected member of the clergy, found favor with the church. The younger, more ambitious, craved the power and privilege that came with ruling Leap Castle. Tensions simmered between them. Each maneuvered, seeking advantage in the intricate game of medieval politics. Then came the fateful day that transformed Leap Castle from a seat of power into a monument of bloodshed. During the height of the 1500s clan feud, the younger Murdo arranged a meeting with his brother in the castle's chapel. It was supposed to be a parley, a chance to end the hostilities. But treachery was afoot. As the assembled lords entered the chapel, among them the archbishop, Murdo the Younger ordered a contingent of armed men to seize the elder Murdo. Accusations flew, pleas for mercy echoed, but the younger Murdo was adamant. He wanted power, and he wanted it now. And what better way to secure it than by eliminating his rival? Before anyone could react, the younger Murdo drew his sword and lunged. The archbishop fell, mortally wounded. Blood stained the stone floor of the chapel, mixing with the dust of 1,000 years of history. With his brother dead, the younger Murdo secured his grip on Leap Castle, effectively turning the house of God into a hall of slaughter. Such acts of violence didn't stop with that day. Over the years, Leap Castle saw more than its share of bloodshed, each stain adding another layer of darkness to its history. It became a place where every room seemed to hold a secret, where every shadow seemed to harbor a ghost. By the 1800s, Leap Castle had fallen into disrepair. The O'Carroll clan, once mighty and feared, had dwindled into irrelevance. The castle, once a symbol of power, stood as a crumbling testament to a bygone era. But even in its ruined state, Leap Castle was not forgotten. Local legends spoke of a horrifying presence that lurked within its broken walls, something that sent chills down the spines of those who dared approach. The castle became known as the most haunted place in Ireland, and people spoke of it in hushed tones. In 1922, Leap Castle was purchased by the Irish state with plans for restoration. However, even before any work began, rumors spread among the workers of strange occurrences. Tools went missing only to reappear in strange places. Whispers seemed to echo through the empty halls, and some swore they saw fleeting figures at the edge of their vision. These tales grew, morphing into full-blown legends. One of the most enduring tales is that of the Elemental, a ghastly specter said to dwell within the castle's depths. Witnesses describe a hulking figure wreathed in shadow, its face a rotting visage of decay. Some say its mere presence brings a suffocating dread, stealing one's breath and freezing the soul. Others claim to have seen it glide through the ruined halls, an apparition of pure malevolence. The Elemental is not a new story. Legends say it's been here since the castle's inception, moving from room to room, leaving a stench of death and despair in its wake. Further bolstering Leap Castle's reputation is the tale of the oubliette, a hidden dungeon beneath the castle. It was discovered in 1925 during restoration work, concealed by a trapdoor in the chapel floor. The oubliette descended into darkness, its purpose sinister. It was designed for solitary confinement, a place where prisoners would slowly waste away, forgotten and forsaken. When the trapdoor was opened, a bone-chilling sight awaited the workers. Hundreds of human remains lay scattered around a pit at the bottom of the oubliette, some impaled on wooden spikes. It was a grim reminder of the castle's dark past, a testament to the brutality that had unfolded within its walls. The discovery shook the workers. Rumors spread that the oubliette was a gateway to hell, a place where souls were trapped, forever condemned to wander the netherworld. With its bloody history and tales of spectral hauntings, Leap Castle became a magnet for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. Many have visited, each hoping to experience the paranormal firsthand. The castle seemingly revels in its notoriety. In the dark hours, when the veil between worlds is thinnest, Leap Castle comes alive. Some have claimed to see apparitions, the lingering echoes of those who met a grim fate within the castle walls. The most common sighting is of the Bloody Lady, a mournful figure dressed in period clothing, forever searching for her lost child. Her anguished cries have been heard echoing through the ruins, a chilling lament that stirs the soul. Yet for many, the true horror of Leap Castle lies not in the visual, but in the visceral. A pervasive sense of dread seems to permeate the very stones, a chilling premonition of doom that settles in the pit of one's stomach. There's a feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes following one's every move, a sensation that turns the castle's exploration into a terrifying game of hide and seek with the unknown. Leap Castle isn't just a historical relic or a spooky tourist spot. It's a living, breathing entity that embodies the darkest chapters of Ireland's past. Its stories weave together a tapestry of intrigue, violence, and the supernatural, making it a place where history and haunting converge. Whether one believes in ghosts or not, a visit to Leap Castle is a humbling experience. The castle reminds us that within these ancient stones lie countless stories of love, loss, ambition, and despair. It's a place where the past refuses to stay buried, rising to haunt the present and serve as a chilling reminder of the human capacity for both great deeds and unspeakable atrocities. For now, Leap Castle stands silent against the Irish sky, its windows like watching eyes. Some come to admire its medieval architecture, others come seeking the ghosts. But all agree, the air inside feels different, as if the castle itself is alive, waiting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. See you next time.